Hello there, you 6 million awakening wonders. Is it truth or is it lies? Let's find out in today's show.
Hi and a big welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've not been up here for a while. I'm in the UK. I'm on a hill called Portsdown Hill. Over there to my right is Portsmouth, Gosport, Fareham, and in the distance the Isle of Wight. Right, let's get down into Fareham, see what the town's like, maybe talk to some of the locals.
Please stay free.
Really care.
Sometimes we sigh, sometimes we cry, and you know I miss you, and I
What did you say your names were?
No, thanks.
I'm Eddie.
Eddie and Caroline. Far right, it says it on the badge. I know I've not done a video on YouTube for a long time, and there's good reason for that, because I've done so much traveling around Asia, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, Cambodia, Vietnam, etc. And I'm back here in the UK, in my hometown of Fareham. I just want to give you guys a view of some of the things, the shops, the life of people living in Fareham. It's quite an old town. It's on the south coast, if you're not familiar with the UK, that is. Southampton is about 12 miles in that direction, and Portsmouth is about 10 miles in the other direction. They are rivals, mostly because of football and partly because of the Navy, I suppose. They're both on the coast. Southampton is where the Titanic set sail, and Portsmouth is where the military are based. So that's about that. Fareham's in the middle. It's got a good history to Fareham, and I know very little about it, but I'm out and about looking at some of the things. They have a museum here, Westbury House, I think, or Westbury Manor. Old church behind me here. There are several churches in this town. I'm going to give you a tour, and there won't be a voiceover for everything. There will be some music being played. I hope that's okay. And try and talk to one or two of the locals. I just spoke to a couple of young lads, Mitchell and his friends on their mopeds. I was pleasantly surprised. Really nice lads, actually. Well spoken, well behaved. But are you like that when the sun goes down, Mitchell? Or do you give hell to anyone who's not local? Yeah, they come from a place called Gosport, which is in... Right, so I'm in Fareham, and I've just met up with these guys on the bikes. They don't all want to talk on the camera. That one's a little shy. Yeah, but this one's quite talkative. What's your name, mate?
Mitchell.
Mitchell, and he's from Gosport.
Yeah.
How far is that from Fareham?
Is it 10-minute drive?
Right, okay. Now, I'm not a football fan.
No.
Are you?
Yes.
Which one?
Portsmouth and Manchester United.
Oh, Portsmouth and Man United. Okay. And what are you riding today?
It's just a 50cc Lex Moto Echo, just to get me around.
Yeah, that's not bad. Right, okay. And this is going to go up on YouTube. You know my channel?
Mr. Tony?
Yes, it is. Okay, mate. And do you want to give a big shout out to anyone you know?
No. No.
What's your name? What's your mate's name here on the right?
That's Jamie,
And-
all the other ones ran off.
Okay. There's some girls at McDonald's looking at us. All right. Okay, great talk to you, mate.
Yes, good
Yeah.
talking to you as well.
Okay, this will be up in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Right, there we have it. Some of the locals in Fareham from Gosport. Really nice guys, actually. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm currently outside Westbury Manor, which has been turned into a museum, built in the 1600s, then handed over to the government in the 1700s, and through the World War it was used as an air raid shelter. Now it's a museum. I'm going to give you a tour of this museum. Maybe not too much vocal because there's other people inside. Really quite an interesting place. If you could tell a story, it's got some stories to tell. Let's have a look at this place in the heart of Fareham, Hampshire, just on the south coast. Let's go. history of this house. If this house could talk, it could tell some amazing stories about its modest beginnings as a farmhouse and its grand life as a home for admirals in the Royal Navy. Interesting. It has been a council offices, a wartime headquarters, a building society, a museum of a local history, and even a squat. A squat indeed. Westbury Manor was one of the finest houses in Fareham, and the families who lived here had good jobs and lived quite comfortably. I bet they did. We know a lot about some past residents who included 5 admirals in the Royal Navy. Thomas Kelsall, his children and sister Eleanor, the Kelsalls owned Westbury Manor in 1834 and between 1834 and 1920. I've just had a journey from Gosport, which is down here somewhere. I thought it'd be on the map, but it's not. Titchfield Abbey, Fareham. So I'm in Fareham at the moment. Gosport is down here, and every morning for the last 3 weeks I've been walking all the way down to Leon Solent, which is down here, around the airfield. There's the airfield there, and back up here past Titchfield. And you can visit places, countries, cities, towns, villages, in cars, on buses, but you don't really get to see what it's like until you walk. When you walk around the place, you see everything. But I've been walking here now for the last 2.5 weeks, every day, along the A27 back to Fareham, which is about 10 miles, every morning for the last nearly 3 weeks. Don't know why I'm telling you that. Nothing to do with the museum. Right, let's have a look around this museum. What can it tell us about Fareham? Clay pipes. Whether you're digging the garden or exploring the shoreline, you might be lucky enough to find a strange looking clay pipe, a fashionable smoking accessory. Interesting. You wouldn't smoke these. What about the long clay pipes for smoking? These were off chimney stacks, off tall houses. Oh, and here's the clay mines, brick by brick. For almost 2,000 years, the natural clay of Fareham has been used for building. The area is known for producing chimney pots. 2,000 years. Yeah, really? Do they know that? That's, of course. One of the main differences here in a museum like this, although it's very small, main difference in compared to, let's say, China, is there's some artifact here that's genuine. Keys, 100 years old, bones, animal bones. They're left out. If that was in China, that'd be in someone's pocket. No disrespect to you Chinese, but in China the children have very, very little discipline, and they would take this. Maybe some of the housewives would either, or aunties at least. Maybe there's some, and I'm being facetious when I say they would eat the bones. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope they wouldn't. But there is a big difference between Chinese culture and Western culture when it comes to looking at museums. You know that. But I still like China. Old systems and settings. These things are quite old, aren't they? But it is a museum. Are they Roman coins, implements and jewellery from Paradise Lane? Never heard of Paradise Lane. I guess it's a nice place. Right, so there we have it. There's my visit around the Fareham Museum. And across the roads we have a McDonald's. How things have changed. Right, okay, I don't know if this is the norm. Is this Western culture? Is it society the way it is? I've just had a tour around there, given myself a tour around this museum, and I asked the woman behind the restaurant in the cafe if she would mind if I take some pictures or videos? And she said, yes, I do mind actually. Unless you've got permission from the Borough Council, you cannot take videos or photographs in this museum. Wow. Well, if you watch this, then I hope you also get a life and stop being so pathetic. It's a museum. You need the authorization of the Borough Council to take photos and videos in this museum when you don't in most museums in London. Or do you? Maybe. What are they worried about? If the eye can see it, so can the camera. I don't know why. People like that really annoy me. Is it because you're overweight? Really care. Hi, so there we are. I hope the sound can pick me up. Here we are at the harbour in Fareham. Some beautiful yachts for sale. Some lovely cottages here behind and off here to my left. Beautiful place. Trafalgar Yacht Services. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, all the very best from Fareham in Hampshire, the UK. Bye bye. I shall walk off into the distance. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget. Have you read my book, 12 Rules for Your Wife?